Hey radiant souls, welcome back to my channel, The Radiance in You. I hope you're doing well. We are going to get started into a new session today, and I have planned to do all three of my pillars of sessions that I like to do, as I have also put in the box below. Dissolving old cards and old energies, activating new frequencies, and anchoring them. And these three piles are going to serve as that. The first pile here is to find messages of dissolving cords, and that may include shadow work that you are doing. So let's see what's going to come in for the collective. The second pile is going to be for activating new frequencies, opening new portals. And this third pile is going to be for anchoring energies. So those are the three pillars and three principles of my energy sessions as I practice, and as you have been probably becoming familiar. So if you are returning, welcome back. If you are a new subscriber and found this space and this channel, there is some message for you here, so thank you for joining. I am an intuitive energy healer, and I do focus on dissolving old energies that are related to our inner child wounds, our traumas, or also wounds that are carried from family systems, ancestry, and all of that, including Reiki healing. I like to activate and anchor new frequencies for my clients in private sessions, and also for the collective who is tuning in here. So welcome and thank you for joining the space today. So let's see what messages want to come in for this first pile, and this will resonate for, and these are not piles I like to do as a traditional pick a card, that is popular here on YouTube. This is a continuum of this energy that I'm going to channel for the collective today. So you can close your eyes and allow yourself to tune in into your higher self, and all these energy piles and energy flow will be resonating with you if you resonate with the overall frequency here. So I hope there is a message for you to figure out what are you healing, what are you dissolving, what have you let go, and if you're still working with some of those energies. We know that we are right now in the equinox energy in the northern hemisphere, and we also have a new moon around, that is on March 18th. But these sessions are timeless, so if you tune in on at any other point or a later point of time than when I'm recording or I'll release this, then that is true for you, for your state of energy frequencies at that point of time. So listen to your own intuition, listen to your own somatic feeling. That is the best indicator of what is applicable to you and what is yours to keep or pick, and leave the rest behind. Okay, so this is an energy of shadow work, or we do have, okay, I'll get to the base of the deck later. Let me just shuffle and pull three cards from three different decks. Okay, so this card actually just jumped very prominently, so I'm going to keep that. And the last deck to bring in a message of any shadow work, any energy that is dissolving or you're letting go right now from this pile. So the card from this deck. So we have 3 cards here. Lashing out, consciousness, financial and material changes with the number 5. So in terms of energies that we are working with, which could be shadow energy, which could be dissolving the chords, the frequencies that you are in, what I see here is that there is a shift in consciousness that has to do with financial and material changes, and there is a lashing out, and which includes anger, deflection, emotional armor. So you may be experiencing, the viewer who is witnessing this, that you may be experiencing a shift from a frequency which was based in poverty consciousness, scarcity consciousness, a lack mentality that had been yours to experience difficult challenges around financial and material prosperity that you experienced in your life, in your adult life, and one that has been passed on through generations before you. And to manage that lack, to manage that state of being of not having enough, whether it was in actual terms that you had lack, or you always had a sense of lack even when you actually had money or had material abundance around you, but in your psyche or in your consciousness there was always a feeling of something catching up, something slipping off, something falling away from you, or there is not enough time, there is not enough love, or there is not enough money, or there is always something that comes up to take away that last bit you had gathered, or you had collected, or you have been able to accumulate for yourself, whether it was through your overgiving, whether it was circumstantial taking away from you either by family or by circumstances. There is something that you could not always control, or you did not have a grip on your financial and material situations. So that consciousness, that frequency that you had of always needing to strive, always needing to hold on, or always needing to accumulate and never believing in the flow that life will always bring, or the universe will always bring what you need. So that consciousness is what you are letting go. And while facing this kind of frequency or life situations, while you embodied that frequency, and this may have been for a long time in your life, you may have faced that. So you did experience a lot of lashing out, you did experience a lot of anger or deflection or emotional armor around your situation, around connections, because either you felt you had to do things out of obligations, or things were imposed on you, or the people who were closest to you, in your personal circle, family, or your spouse, or due to which you actually experienced the situations, just not your own, but also came from other people's resources, or whether you had to participate in that unwillingly, or it was imposed on you, you always had to look out, or give away, or fulfill obligations. So there was a lot of anger, there was a lot of deflection of your real emotions around it. There was armor that you wore to protect yourself, to not feel these very uncomfortable, challenging feelings. And because you created those armors, you probably also closed your heart out from genuine connections. You could not distinguish between what is real love, what is a real emotion that those people or or family or relatives or spouse who basically were part of that experience, whether there was a genuine connection or it was always because they needed something from you or because you had a role to support them. They were nice, all that kind of situations probably closed your heart and you did not um, quite experience the vulnerability and the genuine experience of love through those connections. So this, in the place of dissolving old energies, tell me now that this is what you have come out from, this is what you have dissolved, or if you're still having memories of this or reminiscing this kind of past situations, um, not with like a fondness, but still kind of letting go that energy. Be assured that this is your dissolving energy. This is coming in the space of the lack, number 5, financial and material changes, now coming towards the better. This is something you're letting go. That consciousness that said the financial and material changes always happen for a diminishing direction, in a direction that depletes you rather than building and enhancing your fortune, is now a thing of the past. This is the dissolving old cards energy for you. We are now going to rest this energy and move on to this pile to activate newer frequencies and see what frequencies you're activating and what frequencies are coming in new for you now. So the viewer who is tuned in right now, you definitely are a deep journeyer who has withstood a lot of challenges, a lot of changes you have experienced, and in spite of all the fear and insecurities lashing out, poverty consciousness, you have managed to move through these experiences into higher frequencies. So what are the codes and messages that want to come out today for the viewer, for this collective, as the activation of higher frequencies and new activation? Wow, see, it's so beautiful. It warms my heart to be able to do a reading like this. We were just activating the newer frequency, and just look at this extremely beautiful high vibrational white light codes that are activated for you now here. It's Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. So whatever you had been working so hard here to activate is actually dissolving out the lack, dissolving out the anger, dissolving out, dissolving all the old codes of frequency which was not in the highest, not in a depleting material abundance and financial abundance, but now activating a new harmony, new resolution for everything that you had been working towards. And this is your portal that is activated. So we have the new moon around, which is tomorrow in the part of world that I am in, and we also have 21st March is the beginning of spring. The sun enters the Aries, so there is a lot of new sun energy, fairy energy, and this is a beautiful activation to have a Pleiadian activation where the cosmic energy is ushering in new resolutions, peace, harmony in whatever situation you have experienced, and whatever perseverance and patience and faith you have shown in the process. It's beautiful energy. Harvest Mother watches over me. Wow, can it be more synchronistic? As I was as I was feeling the calm and the peace coming in, we received, this is from the Kuan Yin deck, and the base of the deck is trust. Trust what you feel the divine is communicating to you through the happenings around you. There is divine guidance in all things if we know how to feel and look for it through the heart without silencing our intuition with logic. It's beautiful. That's like a very powerful foundational energy, and from that we draw this energy today for the collective, for the viewer, which is the inner world offers powerful healing energy, creating space to receive it with love, patience, acceptance, and willingness to hear, feel, and honor all messages from our inner world with wisdom allows this inner medicine to work its healing magic. Even if it seems unfathomable at an intellectual level, the inner world knows how to resolve and heal every aspect of the soul. We just need to invite, to allow in. So definitely there is a message of allowing, and we also have trust as the foundational energy in this deck. So we do have a message of activating. We have activated a resolution and harmony at the cosmic level. This portal is open for you now. So this consciousness, these difficulties and challenges at a very deep level that has been inherited through the family line, through all your life, or multiple times, and this definitely looks, and also if you see the colors, you know, there are darker colors with the red, which is a prosperity, but it can also associate with passion, with anger, with fury, which can have a darker side to it, darker shadow side to it, if we don't unleash the light side of passion, right? So you do have a message to have faith over appearance, the message that lies beneath. So look within. Trust in your intuition over just logic or rational thinking of what is possible. So even when you think something is not possible, because it is again and again showing you results that you did not intend for, or you're not praying, it is not in your highest good, just have faith and believe in the cosmic providence, believe in the divine forces providing for you at this point. The harvest mother watches over me, that even if something feels unfathomable, even if something feels impossible, it is possible. You have done it. You are powerful. You have not been through this shadow work of, looking deep within at yourself for the darkest of shadows, to transform them into light situations, to transform them into out of fear into light. So even if you experience fear, even if you experience insecurity, even if you experience anger, now you have been able to transform all of this through your higher vibrations into new harvest, new blessings, and healing, no matter what that situation is. Healing your body, healing your mind, healing your material world around you, healing everything in your world into a higher resolution of harmony and peace and beauty and grace that is yours now. We are going to draw one more card, and if you want to see love, a message of love in all forms, at your soul level, in your personal circle, in the communities that surround you. Oh wow, as I was shuffling, there is 3 cards that actually jumped off, so I'm going to take all 3 because why not, right? These are messages of love, so let's just place them here. So we received the breaking, yeah, so we are talking about the breaking. Let me just place them well so that you can continue to see them all. Okay, so we got the breaking, so the breaking apart of yourself through this letting go. So the breaking apart of yourself through this experience of deep shadow work. the pearl threaded, loving all that is, right? So how beautiful this is to suggest that you have broken apart through this journey all the armors that you wore, all the emotional armors that you had to weave around you to protect yourself from all these places that you had been through, the lack, the not enough for you, or maybe you were the last one to receive, maybe you overgave, maybe no one actually paid attention to you while they received from you. All these kind of real lack that you experienced basically was leading you to break yourself apart so that the inner core of the pearl becomes known to you, that you are carrying the pearl within you, that you are going to birth yourself through this highest light of light frequencies, was what was the journey all about. So you did not experience this for no reason. It was to lead you to break apart so that you experience the pearl. And these pearls, joined by the common thread, also tell you that either this is a very deep kind of soul love with one another, if that is your personal situation, or if you're not seeking that kind of particular one-to-one kind of love, then it is to suggest that your love connections with the world around you is held by a common thread. So while you are healing, others around you are healing too, and either you will exit their world or they will come back to you in a form of harmonious, peaceful resolution where your frequencies will match and you can form higher levels of soul-based relationships with them, whether it's your family, whether it's broken relationships within close circles of friendships or partners. I personally do not propagate or suggest or prescribe anything, so in terms of do this or do not do that. The viewer who comes to these sessions are very mature old soul. So this is just a reflection of your journey that you are already experiencing, so you know what is your best course of action. This is just experiencing and activating the energy for you to reflect back to you the journey you have been. So this is a validation of that work that you have done to break the armors that you have worn now, because you no longer need them. You're loving all that is in a free flow with the cosmos, in a free flow of what comes to you moment to moment, and you no longer feel the need to lash out. You no longer feel the need to have deep armors, or if you have been someone who is always about hard on yourself, or perfectionism, that you always need to get it right, or you fight the fights of fairness and you have no energy left to experience the easy, the grace, the beauty, and just flow with life. Now these frequencies are telling you it is your time to do just that. Leave everything else behind, whether it's lashing out, whether it's emotional armors, whether it's deflection, whether it's perfectionism, or fighting the fairness fight all the time. You can leave all that behind to love all that is, to be easy with the flow of life, to bring in softness, and to see that your journey has been about unearthing, unveiling that pearl within of yourself, and also see the pearl form of others. And in specificity, if you are attaching or if you are thinking of others around you or their healing around you, then this is to suggest that as you heal, others are going through their journey to heal. And if your soul intuition guides you to continue in a relationship or in relationships with others, that means their journeys are clearing the path for them, or shining their pearl selves to themselves. And so you will have an enhanced level of connection, soul-based, heart-based, and purified through these portals. Beautiful. So let's come to the last part of our reading today, and we are going to anchor this energy of the beautiful activation that we had coming off from the dissolving energies. And now we are going to anchor with nature. We're going to use some of our nature and ancestral cards. Let's see what wants to come out and tell us how to anchor, what to anchor in terms of energies that are supporting us right now. Oh, such a beautiful energy. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. You know, it is such a continuous energy coming from here. So we also have the harvest mother watches over me, and here you have the lady, the queen, right? And we can associate her as the earth mother as well. And we have, you can see the apple and a beautiful orchard of, you know, apple orchard surrounded by green. I associate this as Gaia, as Mother Earth in her green form, and she is presenting the growth and asking you to reap the rewards that is yours now. So that is the energy to anchor. We not only activate that energy, we also anchor that energy. So you definitely have dissolved the past, and the material and financial changes we saw over here, which was the number 5 and lack, and you know, that consciousness which was you know, taking you deep down under to see the shadows, is to basically clear yourself out of what was limiting you to get into this cosmic flow of abundance, of harvest from Mother Earth, from the cosmos. And here we are anchoring this energy as well. Beautiful energy. So this deck is actually the Earth deck, Earth Oracle, and I hope to get a message for us here, for the viewer here, to anchor this beautiful energy so that it remains with the viewer for as long. Oh, too many fell out. Oh, so I think I'm gonna, oh, give me a second, they're all falling apart. So that may show some energy. Sorry, I have to shuffle this deck again because kind of too many cards fell out. Sometimes it can depict an energy that I am connecting with of ungrounding. So when we are, and I probably repeat this in almost all my sessions, the reason I like to end a session, particularly when I open it, I end it, I want to end it with an anchoring session, because it is super important for everyone who follow an energy practice on a daily level. As you would know, most of the viewers here are seasoned spiritual practitioners, and if you're starting out your journey, then it's my calling right now to share with you to do the grounding every day, opening the energy and closing the energy, because that is the only way we can retain the high frequencies that open up for us, and closing out what we are closing out. And that anchoring and that grounding basically allows us to be able to reap the benefits of the highest energies that are available to us without making us feel scattered. Because if we don't do the grounding, you know, sometimes you can have little hiccups of getting injuries or something that will draw your attention to your immediate needs, because your mind has been everywhere, attention has been everywhere, energy is depleted. And that is not essentially always about because there is some negative energy or you're doing shadow work. Even very high spiritual light, a lot of white light, a lot of golden light, a lot of spiritual connection with other worlds can also, and it inevitably does, unground you, because the human vessel is limited. You know, you need sleep, you need your body parts and organs to function in a particular way. So if you have too much of high spiritual energy that comes or as a flux, you're not able to integrate into your vessel, into your daily routine, or into your action plans, then that spiritual energy feels unloving. It feels unhelpful. It feels too many ideas, too much of heart opening, but you're not able to bring anything into action. So the grounding, sometimes flying cards may see that. It may be a message for me as well. But if you're connected to this energy, some of you, or one of you, or many of you will find that message helpful. So we have fire passion. Oh, okay. This way. No wonder why the card was all flying around, right? So we have a lot of passion energy, the breaking, the earthing energy. When we get the fire and passion energy in place of, in the space of grounding energy, that itself may be causing the lack of grounding, and it is not a bad thing per se, but fire and passion has to be harnessed to bring in what we want to bring as tangible results of our efforts, right? We say enjoy growth and reap rewards. So it is a time for you to see your harvest come into physical form. So as this is happening, we are also into springtime. So you in the northern hemisphere, or for the other hemisphere, it may be more a personal cycle for you who's watching this. So there is a lot of fire. We are also entering the Aries season, which is the first of the fire signs, and a lot of passion in igniting new paths, in bringing in innovation, in expanding your world vision, in just becoming fearless and going and getting things done, initiating new paths. So this passion fire in the place of anchoring new energy is really a great, beautiful sign, a powerful sign for the viewer who has tuned into this reading, that this is yours to harness. But harnessing this is important, kindling it, and in a way that can not burn you and burn others. Remember, we also had the lashing out energy, which is a dissolving energy. So you are urged to use your passion and fire energy not towards any frequency which is dying out, of lashing, of anger, both at yourself and others. Now your fire and passion is of a higher frequency, because we have activated this going forward. And this fire and passion energy, kindled the right way, will clear out the debris and establish new pathways for you, right? It is basically like having fire in a controlled way to clear out a field so that new crops can be now sown and it can grow. So it is not a wildfire. It is not a wildfire that you cannot control and it'll do whatever it wants to do. But you learn to have the element of fire within you, and it supports you by giving you the passion in a way that you can manage it to create new ways for yourself and for others, for your dreams, to help others, to help yourself, and create new paths and new dreams for you. So we have that, and we're going to end with one last message from an oracle deck to see any creativity, any dreams, any desires that you are right now seeding, or it'll help you to know about this message at this point in anchoring your energy when you come to this. So let's bring this. Trust yourself. And a very, very beautiful image of all the creatures, wild, beautiful out there. trust yourself. So if you see her, she's surrounded, and not just surrounded, they're all over her, all the beautiful bird here, the parakeet, the hummingbird, chameleon, snakes, the jaguar, I can't even name everything, but these are all the eagle there. So she represents this figure who is free. It's like this, loving all that is. When you see that, she's one with nature. Her hands are wrapped almost like what looks like the moon around. Her hair is flowing, her attire is flowy and unbound. And so this is to say that whatever comes your way, you love all that comes to you. This says trust yourself, that you only have to allow yourself to be touched by everything that's around you, particularly in nature, which is uninhibited, unbridled. It is surrounding her, touching her, the butterflies and animals that we may fear as like powerful or whatever, they are just next to her. They all are looking in one direction, trusting herself. You have to be so secure and so strong in yourself, in your faith, and in the oneness, and in what comes to you from nature, from the universe, from Mother Gaia, that you can allow yourself to be this uninhibited, right? So trust yourself, allow your instincts. At this time, you are shifting from, or you have already begun that process to shift from one frequency to your activation of higher frequency. You're breaking a part to let one part go. And in all that, you're experiencing a lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of strength. So now we use the lighter version of these energies, these frequencies, to trust what we know deep within and go beyond what the rational mind believes as the only possibility, to just believe in what is coming in our or towards us in terms of our fruits of what we have sown in the past, not just immediate past, but all the blessings that have come to us from clearing the ancestral line, from doing the deep inner work, from doing the shadow work that you have been doing. Now comes all that is available. So trust yourself to receive. Open your heart, open your mind, and believe in the unfathomable and the impossible to become possible for you. So that is today's session, today's powerful reading. I am so blessed and feel absolutely blessed and beautiful and grateful to have your presence, to be able to channel these energies for you, the collective, today. Thank you for joining me. And I wish you all the joy and the beauty and the beautiful blessings that are coming your way. If you have gone through these challenging times, this session is an affirmation of your journey, that those led you to these benefits. So stay well, and thank you for joining. And if you like to receive these messages, please like, shares, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That way it helps to grow and reach more people who are on this journey and who may need these reminders from time to time that we are all in it together, we are all doing this together, and someday you just need to dip into a pool of blessings that is around you and being channeled to you. Thank you very much. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye. Bye.